And we're live. Here we are. And yeah, sorry, my camera was not working. How did we record today? Was at work. Just a busy day. Still got to go grocery shopping. Got to
Get ready for the hurricane, man.
I thought the hurricane's gonna believe. I believe the hurricane's just gonna miss y'all.
There's a new one.
Which one, Gaston?
No, I don't think it's actually even had a name yet. I don't think it's formed.
I heard there. But we got a few things to talk about. New head coach by the name of Joe Mazzulla in the NBA. And he's the new head coach of the Boston Celtics. If you guys did not know this, he actually took West Virginia, the Mountaineers, to two separate Final Four appearances in 2007 under John Beilein, and then in 2010. I don't know who his coach was in 2010, but
West Virginia?
Yeah.
Bob Huggins, no? Is that his name?
Was it Bob Huggins?
It has to be. What's that guy's name?
It might have been.
Is that it? What's Bob? It sounds close, but it doesn't. It is Bob Huggins. He was definitely coach, dude, because I remember I loved that freaking guy. He coached until...
He's still coaching what WVE. Yeah, he's the guy.
That's so cool.
So, yeah, Bob Huggins. It's Bob Huggins. So, yeah, because Bob Huggins is the one who replaced John Beilein. And,
oh, my goodness.
All right, so Joe Mazzulla. Yeah, John Beilein then. All right, so Joe Mazzulla. It's going to be, if you guys don't know, I mean, he doesn't – this was actually going to be his first season being at the head of a bench. So he's never had front of the bench experience. I'm not
good with heads.
What?
Is that not – that's actually probably not a PC. That's probably not an acceptable joke to say.
He's not good with heads?
He almost got arrested in college for putting his hand on a girl's neck.
Really? I actually saw something about that on Twitter. People were making comments about Joe Mazzulla and his arrest.
Yeah, I don't really know. I don't know anything about it, but I saw somebody was going at it saying he was young. I don't think 21
so right here.
21's an adult, bro.
In April 2009, he was arrested for a domestic battery at a bar in Morgantown, West Virginia, and was suspended by the team.
Yeah, I don't think he got charged, though, is what people were saying.
So, yeah, he was 21. I mean, I knew at 21 not to.
Everybody knows at 21 not to put your hands on a girl. Every single person.
But we don't know the whole story. We don't know the whole story. And I just want to say you shouldn't put your hands on anyone.
Not a fan.
We live in a day and age. Like, I was lucky that any fights I got into them when I was a minor, and I got into fights with other minors, and I wasn't stabbed or anything. But we live in a day and age. You don't know if someone's packing. And I'm not even talking about a weapon, like a gun. I'm talking about a knife.
There's a lot of people back there, bro.
Yeah, so it's not even like if someone's pissing you off, just walk away, man. Walk away. Just walk away. That's the moral of the story. You don't have to prove to anyone. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. Okay.
The issue is when alcohol gets involved and girls get involved. Actually, is probably the other big trigger.
Oh, 100%, 100%. That's why you find yourself a loyal woman. But let's get on to the thing. We assume that they're just going to be a similar team as last year, defensive oriented.
I think they're going to fall off a cliff.
You think so?
I don't think that regular season they'll win enough. I don't think they'll win 50. I think they'll hover around it maybe. I think that they're a first or second round exit, unfortunately. I hope I'm wrong, but there's no way there's no way they're looking at their roster right now thinking this will get us to the finals.
It's the same team as last year.
Come playoff time, those boys are going to be gassed. They're going to be gassed.
Too many boys. Also, I don't want to sit here and talk about the Boston Celtics. If you guys want to hear more about our opinion on this whole Boston Celtics appearance, We talked about it yesterday for a while.
Some new stuff has come out, and it's
we'll talk about it real quick. So the new stuff that's came out is he made Ime Udoka made unwanted comments. So also, should I play the Matt Barnes clip?
No, basically Matt Barnes just said he received the word on the situation. He said it's much deeper than we all thought, 100 times worse or something.
Yeah, it's a much deeper. He said it's a lot messier and uglier than you would expect, because this is a quote unquote from what Matt Barnes said is Matt Barnes apologized for when it initially happened for coming out and defending Ime Udoka. Yeah. And Matt Barnes put out a statement on his Instagram saying, "I am sorry. I pride myself as a media person that I only speak with facts." And yesterday I came out and said, in defense of Ime Udoka, somebody called me afterwards and filled me in with all the details of the situation, and it's a lot deeper, uglier, and messier than anyone could imagine. He said he wasn't going to speak on the information, and we assume that in the future it will come to light. But supposedly the information that I've heard that the Ime Udoka is that it was a volume of violations, okay? And he supposedly, like, there's something, like, I don't know, like...
Yeah, we still don't really know.
And then, like...
There's people speculating it was an executive's wife and that it became unconsensual. Well, there's definitely more to this story than just what's out there.
I'm laughing. You know the guy I interviewed from The Athletic, Mike Virkanov?
That we did, or you did? What?
I interviewed a guy from The Athletic. Okay. Mike Virkanov. He tweeted, Brad Stevens says he will absolutely not step into the Celtics this season if the team does not perform well. Stevens said he didn't even discuss it, but then Grosbeck steps in and said they did, but it was a short discussion. Stevens was very complimentary. Brad Stevens was probably in that office. He's like, yeah, we never discussed it. And then Grosbeck comes in. Well, we kind of did. And Stevens in the back of his mind was just like, yeah, when it all came down, he's like, I could step in. So
he's got to, like what you were saying yesterday, he's got to play the Popovich role where, let him do the thing for a year, and then next season.
Hey, Andre, what do you mean? So are you saying
Andre TP?
Andre, are you saying the woman he had a consensual relationship with was a high-ranking exec? So he
that's the rumor.
Because first off, isn't it alleged that
rumor, though.
I know, isn't it alleged that Nia Long and Ime Udoka were already estranged? They were separated, right? Because they were separated, so he technically wasn't cheating.
If they were already, it's more that rumor specifically is more that it became unwanted or unwarranted, and it became, I don't think unconsensual was the word used, but that's the rumor, is that it became unwanted. Like that.
Wait, so was he the unwanted comments? Was that to a different woman, or?
So that rumor specifically is that it's with a high executive's wife that started as consensual and developed into just him making unwanted passes or progressions or whatever the word was.
All right, so let me throw this back at you. So this is all one woman. It's all one woman, or is it two women?
That rumor specifically, I think it's just one woman. But
did he have relationships with two women or one woman?
If that rumor was true, that would be two.
All right, so from what we know is he had one consensual relationship with a woman, but the new rumor is coming out that there's a second woman that it did start off as a consensual relationship, but then he started making unwarranted comments in the workplace.
Yeah. So I don't really know.
And the second woman, from what Andre's saying, was married to a high ranking. So the woman had an affair, and then he continued to make comments after the affair, and it became unconsensual.
Yeah.
Allegedly, all this is allegedly. We do not have sources with the information. This is all off of speculation. Andre, me, Jackson.
Yeah, I don't know what Matt Barnes was talking about, but I still don't.
This has to go deeper. This has to go deeper.
Every single thing we read or hear about this is going to progressively get worse, and this is why there is no way, shape, or form Ime Udoka will ever coach another game for the Boston Celtics. I don't know if he'll ever be a coach in the NBA ever again, unfortunately.
Okay, let me read you the quote. Celtics co-owner Wyke Grossbeck says head coach Ime Udoka's future with the organization will be reevaluated following his suspension, which will last through June 30th, 2023. And Ime Udoka's suspension comes with significant financial penalty. There were multiple violations of Celtics code of conduct, like rules broken, by Udoka. So,
they're gonna ask for his resignation unless he straight up gets fired. I don't know how actually this hasn't happened. This is already way too big of a PR nightmare.
Well, Reggie Bullock tweeted, "I hate to see a black man be torn down."
Yeah, and the thing is like.
I want to know the details. Like, what happens if this is worse? Like,
that's what I'm saying, and that's what I was talking about yesterday. Was if Ime was white, would this have gone down the same thing? But this is before we have new developing stories, and we are hearing all this stuff about just how bad it is. Like, this seems like it's going to be way more complicated than race. Like,
this seems like a man in a position of power. Like, that's the whole thing is like taking up, people forget there's when you're in a position of power, regardless, like that, there's people working under you.
Yeah. And this happens in every workspace, but I don't know enough to talk about really either party. Like, this is something that happens in every single space. And people are using Brett Favre as a comparison. Brett Favre isn't the head coach of the Boston Celtics. So if Brett Favre was the starting quarterback for the Green Bay Packers,
let's just not even talk about Brett Favre. Brett Favre's a fucking terrible human, and me.
That's another situation where it really doesn't seem like we have enough.
I know. Me. I love Brett Favre. He was my favorite quarterback of all time. But with everything coming to light with him, he fucking looking like he allegedly knowingly stole a lot of money from poor families in his state. So.
Yeah.
And so
we'll see.
Either way, no, but yeah, Andre said from his own speculation, there was a consensual thing with a non-high-ranking woman. The relationship was broken off. Then he entered into something with a married woman. It was at that time the team found out, because when you're that high up, it's pretty instant. And upon the ranking official finding out, she broke it off. Ime made some comments that weren't appreciated, and now he's out. So that's the multiple infractions.
Brutal.
So I'm going to just show this up here so everyone sees what I just read.
Big Ime basketball supporter, so it's really unideal. But I think
shout out Andre.
Somebody said that he is getting interest already from other teams. So
it'd be a huge PR, Mike.
Hopefully, it's not something career-ending.
Yeah. Well, let's pivot. I think we've given that whole Celtics situation enough light. We're already 13 minutes into this show. I just don't want to. It's kind of a dark subject, and I think you and I, we do a good job of. Same thing with Miles Bridges. We didn't do it with Montrezl Harrell because we both agreed those charges were bullshit and it was unfairly charged. But the similar thing with Miles Bridges, as you guys know, Miles Bridges' court case got pushed back again to the 26th, I believe it was. So September, and we're just not really talking about like that shit just because we don't know all the facts, and it's just like we don't want to look at the world's already dark enough, so let's not like make it any darker than it needs to be.
Not trying to blame here.
Yeah, so we want to give our reactions, our 2 cents. Now we'll talk about a different guy, and it was announced today that a man who's old, but he has 5 championship rings. I believe 5 championship rings, right? Or is it 4? I think he has 4 championship rings. My apology. He has 4 championship rings.
We're not talking about Chris Paul, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, he's a 4-time champion. He's a 1-time All-Star. He's made 2 defensive teams in the NBA. Okay? He's a finals MVP. He's got a beautiful, shiny old head. And he's a man that is relatively important to a franchise that wants to continue to have the success that they've had.
What the hell are we talking about? Chauncey Billups?
Maybe not. Really? But this man's name is Andre Iguodala.
Oh, damn, I'm an idiot.
Andre Iguodala has announced that he is returning to Golden State Warriors for one last run. Okay, Andre Iguodala announced on his podcast that he will be returning for his 19th NBA season, which will be his final. Iguodala returns to the franchise after spending 2 years away with the Miami Heat. He's productive at times, but his playing time continues to be limited, not only for injury, but because of age. But
it does.
The thing is Andre Iguodala's benefit for the NBA is not NBA, but the NBA team, the Golden State Warriors, is that he can see eye to eye from Curry, Clay, and Draymond, and then be able to talk to Wiseman, Poole, Kuminga, and Moody, and be there. And the best part about all of this is after we hear this information, we got a nice burp, but a nice little information from Bob Myers. Bob Myers expressed his desire of extending the contracts to Draymond Green, Jordan Poole, and Andrew Wiggins, though was realistic about the team's salary cap situation. Quote, "We want all those guys. Can we get them all? I don't know. It depends on the money ends up being. What they ask is what we can end up doing. We're not at a point to make those decisions yet. Some of those decisions may be made in the next 2 weeks. Some might be made in the next 7-8 months," quote, said Myers on Thursday. As you guys know, Poole can sign a rookie extension until October 17th, with Wiggins set to be an unrestricted free agent at the end of the season. Green has player option for the 2023 to 2024 season, meaning if with Wiggins can get extended at any time this season, I believe. Same thing with Green. I think they can be extended basically. I think the contract extension deadline for like veteran players is sometime after the trade deadline. So Wiggins and Green, they have a bit longer of time that they need to be re-signed. But you got Jordan Poole, who has, if they don't re-sign until October 17th, he's going into restricted free agency. Bob Myers said that he's going to meet with Jordan Poole's representative once the team gets back from Japan. As you guys know, they're on a trip in Japan for, I think, marketing and stuff. He also added that he met with Green and Wiggins representatives, but nothing came from those conversations. The Warriors paid around $346 million in salary and luxury tax last season, becoming the most expensive team in NBA history.
Hell yeah.
And
back, Andre.
Well, what do you think? Andre Iguodala is a huge part in this because they might not pay one of those three guys because they'll feel having Iggy there. Iggy will help develop one of those young guys and maybe be like, hey, maybe we let Poole walk. Maybe we let Dre walk. Maybe we let Wiggins walk. I think really the two guys that they're deciding on walking is, three. We talked about this. It's either Poole, Clay, or Wiggins.
Yeah, so, I got a Warriors channel. I talked about this all freaking summer, actually, Andre Iguodala and contracts. The Warriors have, why not let him make the decision if I had the stance this summer of, from a basketball standpoint, from a statistical standpoint, Andre Iguodala isn't, he's not going to do much for you. He only played 30 games last year. Didn't play too much in the playoffs, but when he did, he was super efficient. I believe he had I think he had, 4 points, 3 assists in 9 minutes or something like that. And so, yeah, why not bring him back? You got enough guys on 2-way contracts where, you got enough depth on that team. And with the money, exactly what Bob Myers, a.k.a. real-life Batman, is saying, we'll see. I think Jordan Poole might get that extension to trade him or to just keep your options open. And, yeah, with Dre and Wiggins, unless Dre gets disgruntled and is openly disgruntled about it, Wiggins, I don't see any way he could become openly disgruntled. He's not that kind of player, or person. We'll wait and see. But I wouldn't be surprised if Jordan Poole got extended to just get that done. Keep your options open. Maybe you trade him. But we need to see how this season goes. Imagine if the Golden State Warriors win again, or if they don't win again and it's a horrible season, or if it's a really good season, all of it will go into their decisions. So I keep telling my Warriors fans, let's just enjoy this season. Let's let the suits do suit things.
No, yeah, I think it's definitely an interesting situation. I just think having Andre Iguodala there for a bit more time will help. Ryan Rollins, Patrick Ball,
everybody. Yep.
Yeah, Patrick Baldwin, Ryan Rollins, Kuminga, Moody, Wiseman. I really don't know what's going on. Yeah, and it's just something that I think people need to realize that, hey, we're looking at a situation where, like, why does Udonis Haslem still have a job in the NBA? And
I'm not quite sure, but yeah.
Guy Santos is not on the Warriors.
Haslam, dude. The thing with Andre is like I rely on him. I can rely on him whenever he's playing. I can rely on him.
Oh yeah.
Haslam, I guess, is the same thing. I don't have like a as personal connection with the Miami Heat, so I need to start developing on that as a South Florida resident.
No, I think it's definitely interesting to see that, like, if Guy, I like there's guys like Guy who I know he's not on the team, but I'm
Mackie Mac.
Yeah, Mackie Matt, Pat Spencer, Trevion Williams.
Oh my god, the Pat Spencer bullshit.
How mad would you be if Pat Spencer made the team?
I wouldn't be mad. I just Mac McClung. If the Warriors let Mac McClung slip through their hands, I will be disappointed in them.
What happens if they let Pat Spencer slip through their hands?
I would not care ever, ever, ever. Who's Dean Lowry? I was watching the Packers game with my buddy last week, and do you know Dean Lowry on the Packers?
No, bro.
Oh, he's like some random, or he's like a really solid football player for us, more of a veteran guy. And
you're a Packers fan?
Of course.
You're from fucking Chicago.
Yeah.
You should.
I can't wait to. I'm going to the Bears game on Sunday with my.
Wait, you're a Bears and a Packers fan?
No, I'm not a Bears fan, but I have a Bears channel with one of my boys, and I'm taking him to the Bears game, and my uncle and my cousin are going, and we're gonna tailgate that. Oh my god, I cannot wait! I can't wait.
So you're flying back to Chicago?
Yeah, go back tomorrow.
That's fun.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to come back because of this hurricane, so we'll see. But as far as Pat Spencer's, the whole joke was Dean Lowry. You know how they do the players, like where they go from college at Sunday Night Football, they're telling them.
Yeah.
First off, Aaron Rodgers mentioned his community college, which was the funniest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. But Dean Lowry was like Northwestern University. And I looked at Nick and I was like, is Dean Lowry the most successful Northwestern basketball or Northwestern athlete of all time? It's just funny Northwestern slander.
Northwestern has like some actual decent football players.
Because at Loyola, I'm like 10 minutes away from Northwestern. We'd go up there sometimes, and they're all pricks.
Well, yeah,
each and every one of them.
Doesn't everyone who go to Loyola Chicago couldn't get into Northwestern?
Yeah, right. Yeah, well, our school is equally pricky, but
could have you gotten into Northwestern? No.
I'm so honored actually that you even asked that question.
Isn't Loyola Chicago a hard school to get into?
No, dude, its acceptance rate is like through the roof. We only had like 10,000 people when I first was there, and I think it's up to like 20. It's a lot of commuters.
70.5%. That's like not easy. Yeah. That's not easy.
That's pretty easy, man.
That's Big Ten. That's like Big Ten schools.
I probably could have gone to I could have gone to a Big Ten. I should have gone to Nebraska, but
well, you guys don't have many. You guys only have Pi Kappa Phi, Delta Sigma, Sigma Chi.
Dude, we have nothing. All of our fraternity houses got shut down like the year before because of some shit. Some shit went down.
Some shit went down.
I know, dude. I'm not naming any names here, but like there are dudes I went to high school with in like the top frats at my school, and they're like the biggest dorks I've ever met in my whole life. Like good, nice people.
But look at this. You guys are joining the Atlantic 10.
Yes. We're coming for you, baby.
No, you're not.
You're coming for you.
Loyola Chicago. You guys are in the same division as Davidson, Richmond, George Mason, St. Joseph, St. Bonaventura. You're not coming for KU.
We're coming for you. Set it up. Away from away, or what is that called? Home and home. Give us a home and home.
You're a terrible person. Okay, so you want to see something terrible that happened today?
Hell yeah, Thomas. Hell yeah.
You want to see?
Golf was just in Chicago.
Yep. So the NBA released today a terrible list. The ESPN.
Oh no, is it the power rankings?
Their top 100 players.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Podcast, Thomas. Golf ball.
I don't know if there's a way I can get this better, but
Become better now, better
okay.
now. I just guzzled a coffee and I just pounded a Red Bull and I'm like,
I have a second
tweaking.
Red Bull right here,
I'm like tweaking.
I will start tweaking very soon. Okay. Can you see this or should I zoom in? Tell me when this is good.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna react to this, and basically ESPN. I'm pretty sure it's behind a paywall. Let me just make sure 1 second, because if it's not behind a paywall, then we're gonna go on ESPN's website. But I believe
Andre was sick. Andre hasn't been able to get out of the bathroom ever since he's read ESPN's Top 100. I don't even. Dude, I don't even.
All right, so ESPN did it by. Did you only want to do their top 20?
I don't want to do any of them, but yeah.
Well, I think we're going to start at 10.
This is nothing. We need to release our top 100 players.
I mean, we could do a reaction to ESPN's top 10 NBA players. This is the video clip starting now. All right, so ESPN's 10 best NBA player is Devin Booker. Last year's ranking, he was at 15. Okay? At 25 years old, 3 All-Star, and coming off of All-NBA selection. Silky smooth offensive game. Top shooting guard status for the years to come. Do you like Devin Booker at 10? I know you're a Devin Booker.
I don't know who else, like who's above him, who's behind him. I like the other list better, to be honest with you.
Who?
Like it's hard to. There is no way, shape, or form Devin Booker to me is the top 10 basketball player right now. But I don't know
you want to hear
behind or head.
All right, behind Devin Booker, they had James Harden, Kawhi Leonard, Karl-Anthony Towns, Damian Lillard, Paul George, Trae Young, Jimmy Butler, Rudy Gobert, Bradley Beal, Anthony Davis, and Chris Paul were the 11 guys behind him.
All those players might be better than Devin Booker.
Half of those guys are better than Devin Booker. I would say Kawhi Leonard's better than Devin Booker. Damian Lillard's better than Devin Booker. Paul George, I think, if healthy, better than Devin Booker. I think Trae Young has a higher ceiling. I think offensively, Trae Young's more talented than Devin Booker. Jimmy Butler, I'm taking Jimmy Butler over Devin Booker.
Yeah.
I think Bradley Beal and Devin Booker are on the same level.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
I think
it's not like Book's a bad basketball player. I just like
no.
I like giving him his.
I think Davis is better. I think
I agree.
I think Jaylen Brown, Chris Paul,
Harden,
Bam Adebayo, James Harden, Bradley Beal are all on the same level as Devin Booker.
Come on.
James Harden, prime James Harden is better than Devin Booker, but this isn't prime.
James Harden isn't leg in over a year, and he still gave you a triple double.
He's not prime James Harden anymore.
He still gave you a triple double.
But at this point in his career, he's on the same tier as Devin Booker, Chris Paul, Bradley Beal, Jaylen Brown, Bam Adebayo, Donovan Mitchell, Anthony Edwards, Donovan Mitchell, Bam Adebayo, Chris Paul, Jaylen Brown, Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, James Harden are all in the same tier.
You want to know who's a better shooting guard than Devin Booker? An injured Danny Red. No, I'm just kidding.
Let's move over to number 9, Ja Morant. I have Trae Young over Ja Morant, so I'm already against this. Okay, I think I'm taking Trae Young over Ja, but that's not even me being a bias, me liking Trae Young. It's just that I love Ja, but Trae creates so much more. I think, is there a stat that accounts for how many points a player is responsible for?
Yeah,
Trae Young points.
John's a good player, but I think him at 9 is pretty crazy. He's had one really good year.
All right, so no, damn it, I can't find the stat. This is incredibly hard. Okay, either way, if you just look at the assists, Trae Young scores just as much as Ja Morant, and fucking creates more for others. I'd have Damian Lillard in front of him.
I would too.
I think Trae and Ja are at the same level. And I'd have Damian Lillard in front of Ja Morant. Maybe that's just me being a bias.
People forget, man. Dame will shut everyone up in a month.
Yeah.
When he drops 38 in his first game with 7 threes and 12 assists. Points generated, yeah.
Yeah, Andre, I can't find the stat. I just did a quick search. I gave up. If someone can find that, throw it in the link. But next up, we got at 8 Durant. I can live with that. I can live with that. I feel that's a little. I feel that's a little low. I feel that's low. But
low, yeah.
But the guys that they have in front of him, I can see the argument why. Because we're gonna leave it right here. I think Durant. So because next up, look who's at 7.
No.
I could see them flip-flopping.
No.
I think when you look, like, I like Jason Tatum, and you're higher on Jason Tatum than me. So for the fact that you're getting more mad than I am about Jason Tatum, because you know me, I'm very skeptical on Jason Tatum. I think Jason Tatum's in a ceiling, but like,
why is a 30-point per game guy number 8?
Well, you have him. What do you have Jason Tatum? I think Jason
Tatum's a very talented basketball player, and he might have gotten himself into the top 10. I do need to see the start.
I like Trombino. I like Trombino's argument that he doesn't do players as a whole. He goes season by season. And if ESPN's going by season, going into the season, is Jason Tatum a top 10 player? Yes, but I think he's closer to number 10 than number 5.
I agree. I don't think KD. If KD was like 6, or if these were flipped, I would not have much of an issue.
Because same.
It's just hard. I don't understand how a 37 and 6.5 with 52% from the field and 38% from downtown can be number 8. It's crazy. Thank you, Chris.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's definitely interesting. So going here, we're going to go up 6, LeBron James. I don't know, man. This guy just came off he's about past Kareem Abdul-Jabbar as like the greatest basketball player statistically of all time. And I don't know. I think LeBron. I think LeBron, if he was ranked number 3 last year, he should stay 3.
It's another one of those. I mean, we're looking at a 38 and 6 player. Over Tatum, definitely over Tatum. But
the guys
we'll see who's
in front of him. Oh, let me switch. I got to switch to the next one. The guys that they have in front, Steph Curry. Okay. I feel like this is ESPN just eating Steph Curry's dick over LeBron. Like, I feel like I would still, to this day, take LeBron over Steph Curry, because I feel like if you took Steph Curry and put him on any other team, they wouldn't. I think if you put LeBron on any other team, they would tremendously get better. I know people are going to be like, well, the Lakers haven't gotten to the playoffs for 2 years. Well, those rosters have been terrible and injuries.
Yeah.
And if you put Steph Curry on any other team, the team wouldn't have as big of a jump as LeBron would make that team.
Yeah, I agree. I think Steph might be a top 10 basketball player of all time right now, but I don't think he can be ahead of LeBron quite yet. It's definitely – this seems like it's a season-by-season type of thing, because – just fine.
We all know Steph Curry's not the great. Steph Curry could win 6 NBA rings and still will not be the greatest basketball player of all time, because he's. I hate to say this, but in a sense, it's not that Steph Curry's one-dimensional. Okay.
We got some disc golf comments going down.
I just want to say that, like, you will never hear argument of who's the greatest basketball player. LeBron James, Michael Jordan, or Steph Curry. That will never ever be a fucking conversation. That will never fucking ever happen, because anybody will be like, the same argument that people make all the time. LeBron would just back down Michael Jordan. People would be like, well, Michael Jordan will just back down Steph Curry. It would literally just be like LeBron and Michael Jordan would just, Curry would never get a rebound. Curry would probably get most of his shots blocked. And
Steph changed the game. For sure. Did you see that stat I showed you?
Which one?
On Twitter?
No.
Maybe pull that up after, just a quickie. But, Steph Curry completely changed the game. It's – man, Steph would have to, like, he'd have to Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers it and win like a few more rings and a few more MVPs.
He would have to have like 7 or 8 rings. He would have to like
at
put
least
up
3 MVPs.
And he would be top 5 scoring, top 5 assists, top 5. He would have to be like statistically like similar to Chris Paul.
Thank you, Thomas.
Which one is it?
Definitely not the.
Yeah, no. Those T-Wolves concept jerseys you sent me based on the license plate were sick.
Oh, yeah. I really thought that was legit at the time.
Dude, I can't see. How old is this? Recent?
I sent it to you like an hour ago.
Oh, wait. I think it just queued up. The game has changed. Okay, right here.
Yeah.
Literally look at.
Is that crazy? That's Steph Curry.
I mean, makes sense. I mean, let me be honest though. If you track me at the rec, I'm on the left. That's how me at the rec. My shots, I literally play 2001 basketball. These little corners right here, these little pockets. I can't zoom in on this anymore. I wish I could, but like.
Yeah, you can get the picture.
Should I just save it?
No. I mean, like you can get the picture of what I can see right here, or the idea of it. There you
go. All right, so this is what the NBA. So me at the rec, dude, I live off of this. So at the rec, this area I live off of. I'll have kids, so I'm always running. I'll have kids give me handoffs. I'll pass the ball to a kid right here, and then I'll tell him to hand it off right here. As soon as I get right here, dude. Oh my god! Literally, I'll joke, pass it, and I'll literally tell him, give me a handoff. And as soon as I get the ball and I get right there, boom! I'll do it on both corners. Or what I'll do is I'll get the ball right here. I'll cross it between my legs to my left hand. Then I'll throw it back between my legs, get it back to my right hand. Then I'll throw it one more time back to my left leg till I end up in the middle. And I'll throw it up. Or what I do is I'll get the ball at the top of the key up here. I'll go full speed dribbling with my right hand, throw it between my legs from the back, grab it with my left, then cross it through my legs again, and I'll end up right here, fade away off my right foot, and then right there. Always money. Or I'll go from right here. I'll fake a three, then I'll drive, Euro step right here with my right foot. Second, I'll plant my left foot here, and I'll either go with my right hand under the basket, or I'll put the ball, because I've gotten good at this one, around the back, grab it with my left hand, and finish left hand. Or I go baseline, and if I don't find this shot open, I'll go under the basket, finish with my opposite hand, reverse. But yeah, literally me playing at the rec, I look like I'm playing 2001, 2002 basketball right here. This is literally, I'm literally, this is me. I live off this square. This rectangle right here is my shots. I live off.
All, but you're not in the NBA.
I'm not in the NBA, but like I'm telling you, if you guys play pickup basketball things and like this is these shots right here. This rectangle that you see my mouse going over. This is the shots you need to live. Okay.
I can't wait to play you in basketball. How much those count for? One.
Yeah. Okay. Try to get a rebound over me. I'm called King Hustle. Hustle.
I don't need rebounds when you're making ones. I'm making twos. Quick game.
Okay, but
quick
like
game, GG.
Oh, dude, I do wear high socks. I wear crew socks. I wear crew socks and short shorts always, and I wear either a crop top or a tank top when I play. Belly button always out.
Oh my goodness.
Or I go shirtless, but a lot of times people don't like playing me shirtless because I sweat too much.
Gross.
So
I like shirtless, but it's
But the thing is like I rebound everything, and I'm like insane. I'm like the type of guy, I'll dive for a loose ball in concrete. Like if we're playing outdoors on like concrete, I don't even care about bloody. I'll just rip the shirt and just make a like little like thing to cover stop the bleeding. I love loose balls.
Oh, I do like the oversized era.
Really? No, I'm short, tiny. I wear I have white undershirts. I only wear white undershirts. I wear short shorts, and I'm out there laying out for everything. I never look when I pass, behind the back, through the legs. I need to go play. I'm about to go play.
A live stream or 1v1.
I'll probably be blocking you a lot. Not gonna lie.
I got that separation.
Another problem I have is if I play someone regularly one-on-one, it gets annoying because the third game we'll play, every time you shoot, I'll just start blocking you because I'll learn your shooting motion. So then I'll like my friend Cole, we played so much by the summer that he literally stopped taking jump shots because I knew exactly how his body language would move right before he shot. So he wouldn't even get the shot off. He would literally be going like this, and I would just rip the ball out. because I would just be like, I just memorize like what people's like legs and ankles do when you're about to shoot. You don't like, because like I don't, when I play defense, I don't look at you. I look at your hips. I'm basically staring at your cock the whole time, because like if you stare at someone's hips, the hips will tell you everything. Because when you shoot, you brace your hips. And then what angle your hips never lie, because the person's feet and hands will lie to you, but their hips will always dictate which way they're gonna go.
You won't like playing me.
You won't like playing me. You won't like playing me.
I will love it. I'll fly out tomorrow. Oh shit, it's game day.
Otherwise,
I'd fly out tomorrow.
Yeah, I actually have to be. I'm starting at 9:00. Also, I think I'm launching my Rock Chalk football podcast.
Let's go.
Yeah, and
basketball.
Dude, no, I think another thing for me, I need to get new basketball shoes. First off, mine are starting to rip up a little, but I think one thing with basketball is, dude, I need to play more. I'm just so mad. I just haven't had time. It's been a week since I last played. I think it's been 2 weeks since I last played. Fuck me. I don't even know, man. It's bad. I need to play. But no, I think it's just with basketball, it's just something. I think it's just muscle memory. Muscle memory. It's so much fun. Like, I think anyone can be like decent. But like, the thing is like, obviously athleticism, but like the graph on the right's the NBA. Like the left is still college basketball.
Yep.
Like,
yep.
I think anyone.
I'm gonna get more into college ball this year for sure.
You think?
I started some scouting, a little bit of film study.
Good shit. My toes finally healed. I broke it the other day.
Yeah, that was gross.
You saw that? That shit was so nasty. But all right, where are we? What else do we have on tap for?
Skip. It's my turn.
Let's go.
It's my turn.
We never finished our rankings.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's wrap this up. At 4, Joel Embiid. At 3, Luka Doncic. At 2, Nikola Jokic. And at 1, Giannis Antetokounmpo. I'm going like this: 1, Jokic. 2, Doncic. 3, Embiid. 4, Giannis. Fuck him. I'm just kidding. Giannis is.
I'm going LeBron James, Derrick Rose, and the rest. I don't care.
You don't care?
Yeah, as far as current players go.
Andre, you're right. I mean, I'll literally, like, even though it'll be a week or two off, and I know that's no time, maybe my first 10 shots aren't that good, but 20 minutes in, I'll just go like 30 shots in a row, it'll feel like, without missing. Plus, like, that's the thing, like, once you get that muscle memory down with basketball, dude, like, I don't accept anything if it isn't a swish. Like, for me, I'm like, if I'm not swishing every single one of my shots, that's like not a good basket. You know, like, I need to swish everything. Swish everything. Everything is swish. Plus, like, dude, I love working on my handles. All I do is I weave up and down the courts. You weave? You ever weave?
Definitely not.
Yeah. So what you do is dribble like 5 times left-handed, crossover, dribble right-handed.
I've been through this a lot, yeah.
Fucking love weaving, dude. My handles have gotten so much better from just weaving. I'll weave like for 15, 20 minutes every time I play. Just weave.
More of a knitter.
But no, it's just really, that's what, like, one of my favorite things to do is, like, if you're playing 1v1 and the guy's bigger than you and like you can't, and you're trying to get like some space, you just keep just fucking doing back crossovers and just moving in circles. Like, sometimes I feel like Bob Cousy because I'll like run in a circle and then do a layup. You never do that? You never made someone chase you? You've never dribbled so quick in a circle that you made someone chase you in a circle while you're like mid-game?
I can't dribble.
You can't dribble? I've gotten so much better. Like,
I'm a 3-and-D guy.
My favorite is open court, 5v5. I get the ball and I start dribbling full court. And once I hit half court, I throw one between the legs like I'm LeBron and I catch it left hand. And then that's when I do a Euro. No?
That's when we break your kneecaps in Chicago.
You're just a violent person today.
No, dude, it's because when I lived in my last place, we played pickup ball all the time, and there would be people would have like cookouts at the park on Saturday, and like all the uncles would show up and they'd just like fucking mouse you, throw your body on the ground. They don't give a shit, talking trash the whole time. Just put some hair on my chest. Look at that.
Yeah, I'm from Baltimore. All right, well, that's how I started playing basketball. If you want to go on the streets.
Brad Stevens' wife now.
She had that BBC fantasy. No? You think Brad Stevens? No. No. I bet you Brad Stevens actually is a cuckold. Brad Stevens is a cuckold, and he likes seeing his wife get fucked by someone else. And then people found it. Yeah, that's why Ime Udoka had to resign. They couldn't admit that Brad Stevens has a cucking fetish. And yeah, that's why Brad Stevens was so sad in the press conference. He couldn't admit that he was actually enjoying the fact that he was watching his wife get fucked in front of him by Ime Udoka. It was a whole thing. They were all into it.
Brutal.
My girlfriend just asked me if she watches Cars or Ratatouille. What should we choose?
Ratatouille is really good. Cars is good, but Ratatouille is just... It gets my nod.
Yeah, I'm going Ratatouille.
Ratatouille actually got me starting to eat cheese and grapes in the same bite. So
you can go fuck yourself.
It expanded my palate. Good movie.
Expanded my palate. Yes. But no, let's talk about some NBA trade rumors. So there's some NBA trade rumors going around right now in the NBA, and I want you guys to know that hello.
It's a good thumbnail, bro, but I saw that way too late. I was busy all day. I appreciate you. That's why I feel bad you making these, because it's just too late. Oh, shit. I see what you mean. Damn, bro. Thank you. Fuck. You gave me updated thumbnail.
Wait, Larry James.
Yeah, I saw that.
What happened?
Bro, you got to see this. So I was listening to it on my way home today, and so Stephen A is talking and Malika interrupts him, and that's the way I see it. You're going to disagree and everyone else is going to disagree, but Malika cuts him off and he snapped and he was like, no. You don't interrupt me on my show. That sounded like Skip Bayless, but he basically put Malika, I got to pick my words here. He basically just wasn't having it.
Wait, did she really cut him off?
I agree. Thank you, Andre. I think we gotta pick the words in this culture, don't we? I think she I think a lot of people are way too
what?
Way too soy. She cut him off. And
did she try to spread like a feminist agenda?
No, well, that's what he means she does, but it's just, I don't know, man. It's a whole nother thing. But like,
wait. So
if we had a girl on our show, or it doesn't even have, if we had anybody on our show and like we're talking about a really serious subject and you're talking and then like some newbie comes in and starts talking over you, I don't think you would be like, it's my show, which, you know, maybe it was a little too aggressive, but he's getting so much slander for it, and I don't really get why.
Well, I'm about to pull. I say, all right, wait. Here's the video. We'll go quiet.
And I'm trying to make is just like you're not mentioning. Excuse me. I listened to you. You're the one telling me to stop on my show. It ain't happening. Okay, that's number one.
If she wasn't a girl, no one would give a shit. This is what
just like you're not mentioning. Excuse me. I listened to you. You're the one telling me to stop on my show. It ain't happening. Okay, that's number one.
The guys on ESPN 100 were like, oh, you think you just because you're on ESPN, you think you're this top guy, and it's like, well, that's not what he meant by that. So
I want to see if there's
and all the girls are getting pissed about his misogynistic agenda, and it's like, well, don't interrupt people when they talk. Skip and Shannon do this every single day. Every single day. Anytime somebody talks over Skip, that is like one of Skip's like go-tos. It's my turn. But because it's a girl, it's like a huge issue. So
here we got another video. We got another video of the whole clip coming in right now. Hot and fresh off the wire. Okay, 1 second. Let's see. Got another one coming in.
It's my turn.
You liking the video?
Should have been suspended or not. We are not here, Stephen A., to further blame women. That is not why we are here.
First of all, let me be very clear. I don't appreciate where you're going with that. I'm not blaming anybody but Ime Udoka. He deserves, the fact of the matter is, I've said he deserved to be fired if they were going to fire him. If you're not going to fire him, then don't fire him. My issue is all of this being publicized. The point that I'm trying to make is just like you're not mentioning. Excuse me. I listened to you. You're the one telling me to stop on my show. It ain't happening. Okay, that's number one. Number two, I've already said he deserves to be fired, or he deserves to be there and handle it internally and privately.
All right.
Nice job, Steven.
I was gonna have that playing in the background. I'm loving the fact that I'm starting to get a hang of this with like the whole producing part, that I'm able to throw clips on
really cool. It's fast too.
I'm starting to get a hang of it. I think it brings a new element to the show, that I'm able to throw up a video. I'm able to throw up a picture of what we're talking about.
It's crazy that we used to not do that.
Yeah, now I just think it adds an element to the show. It's just a very small element.
If we used to just do like us and us, which it's not like there's anything bad with it. It's just like the aesthetic is just
the aesthetic. I think it's better for the viewer and stuff. It just makes us look professional, especially with the brick. With the brick background and stuff. Because that's part of the reason why we do this one, is because like we like the brick background.
Yeah.
But no, so I mean, like I think Andre just said it. Literally, Andre, you just said it best. It wasn't even an agenda. Stephen A. was literally speaking facts on the fact that the Celtics should have just fired him and kept the stuff internal. If they were gonna fire him, they should have just fired him. Okay, like Andre, you said it best. Like, and I think it's just like it should have been internal. They just made it a PR nightmare, and I feel like they did this because they knew whatever happened was bad, and they were trying to get ahead of it.
Yeah, dude, it's just a whole PR nightmare, man. Everything, it's gonna get worse and worse and worse. We haven't even reached it yet. And Matt Barnes saying, I never thought we would learn anything more about this. And then Matt Barnes says, I don't know if this ever gets out there. I'm like, well, somebody called you and told you what happened. Somebody's definitely leaking that. Like, yeah.
No, 100%. So we're gonna wrap up the show with one last.
Barnes the situation.
We're gonna wrap up the show with one last segment.
Pirtle.
Okay, we'll do Pirtle real quick, but we'll do this the trade rumors to wrap it up. But
Doug McDermott in that Lakers game.
All right, silhouettes. I know who it is.
Keldon Johnson.
That's not Keldon Johnson.
Yeah, it's not Isaiah Roby.
It's not in the West, though. He's a forward. He's taller than 6'8".
You're wrong. That's all I care about.
Nick Richards.
What?
I'm doing my second guess.
Or Kabosh in this. Yeah. Just
okay. He plays. He's 7 foot tall. He's a center.
Mo Bamba.
He's older than 24.
Mo Bamba. Put it on repeat.
Mo Bamba's not. I think Mo Bamba's.
Oh, I really wanted you to shove it.
Okay, go. You got another guess. Who's 7 foot tall?
Oh, he's not a center though.
He's a center and a power forward.
Okay.
Not Marvin Bagley.
No. I'll go with who's a center.
Mitchell Robinson.
It could be Mitchell Rob. I don't think it is, but maybe go Mitch Rob. No, because he's in the East.
It's an Eastern Conference team, guys.
We definitely can never do 7 matches.
Okay.
That doesn't really offer us much, though. The Atlantic.
He's 7 foot tall. He's in the Atlantic. The Atlantic is...
You're bad at this. It's the Cavs, Bulls, Pacers. So you can't cheat. You told me not to cheat.
I was texting my girlfriend, you asshole.
Oh, sorry.
And...
Where's Nick Bavaro? He's in the East. He's in the Atlantic. He's not going to be on... It's not a Kongu, is it? Could it be Clint? Oh. It might be Clint.
Might be Clint.
But
is Atlanta in the
sure.
No, they're Southeast.
Actually,
Southeast.
No, yeah, he's not.
That's Southeast. Fuck.
He's number 21. So you guessed Washington.
Okay, number 21 on what are the teams in the Atlantic?
The Bulls, the Cavs, the Pacers, Bucks, and Pistons.
O-Shape, no. Not Miles Turner. Dude, can I search up the Atlantic? What the Atlantic division is?
No, I just told you he's in the Atlantic. You just keep guessing.
Cavs, Bulls, Knicks, and Nets.
Yep.
And Celtics.
They're not in the Atlantic.
What are they in?
Southeast.
No, they're not.
No, it doesn't even matter because no one on the Celtics says that.
Who is it? Do you know who it is?
I've been spewing you misinformation, though. All right, if you're cheating, I'm cheating.
I'm not cheating. I'm searching up the Atlantic division. I don't know what the Atlantic division, you asshole, is the Raptors, the Sixers, the Knicks, the Nets, and the Celtics.
He's 7 feet, so he's not on the Raptors.
Okay, so yeah, he's not on the Raptors, and he wears number 21.
I have to get this before you. I have to.
He's on the Sixers.
Are you still cheating?
No, I know who it is, though. No, it's not Charles Bassey. Who's a 7-footer on the Sixers? The Sixers have Joel Embiid. Oh, my God, dude.
I will shoot myself. I retire. I think my resignation will be emailed to you. This is my 2-week notice.
That was bad. That was bad.
I don't even know what to say. Yeah,
that was bad.
I don't even really know.
Should we just have a comment?
This might be the last show ever. How are we supposed to come back from this? 7 guesses to guess Joel fucking Embiid, the 4th best ESPN basketball player.
I know. The 4th best player on the basketball team. In the NBA, according to ESPN.
That one really, really hurts. And Nick.
Dude, we were screaming, who's number 21 on the Sixers? All right, let's wrap this up real quick. Lakers and Pacers have discussed the Miles Turner and a Buddy Hield trade. They say
I think they'll bite on one, to be honest with you. I think they'll bite on one. But it's going to come down to as long as nobody else offers for Miles Turner.
So basically, all the trades they're talking about. Okay, so all the talk about Jay Crowder, Miami Heat, like this is all shit we've already talked about.
Yeah,
and
that last one's kind of cool. Thank God he started getting more of a role in the second half of the season. So very good.
Yeah, and
he's my fellow basketball conference, Dayton. Shout out.
You're fucking terrible. All right. What are you looking forward to this weekend?
Well, I'm going to the Bears game.
That's fun.
And I'm going to go home and I get to see my cat. The next episode of this show, I will be in my old hometown of Chicago, and I will be hopefully returning on Tuesday, although this hurricane is kind of tweaky. So We have no. Did you know in hurricane you're supposed to like? We don't have
Board
any
up
rations. We're
So,
supposed
yeah,
to fill up the bathtub to have drinking water.
yeah, you didn't know that. You fill up the bathtub for
fucked.
drink, and then you got to cover your windows with plywood if you live in a house.
No, we're not supposed to do that. We're supposed to close the blinds. My dad lives a little bit north, so if I do come back, I'll be headed a little bit north. Electricity is everything in hurricanes. And I'm definitely not watching this shit. No, I'm just kidding. What time is that at? Nighttime?
11 a.m. 12 for you.
I'll be getting ready for a flight, so unfortunately I won't be watching that, but
You should be. We're about to go 4-0.
I'm drinking
be at
6
that
whiskeys.
game.
Wow, nice. Thomas, do you have any whiskeys you can recommend? My uncle's doing me a big solid and driving me to the game. If you have any, I want to get him a gift and I want to give him whiskey. I don't even know if he likes whiskey, but I'd like to get him something.
I'd like to get him something. All right, I'm gonna let you be. I gotta go pick up my Walmart order.
Oh, nice. I've always wanted to do that.
Yeah, the pickup.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go pull up. So I'm gonna let you be, bud. I'll talk to you tomorrow. I mean Monday, actually. So enjoy your weekend.
Yeah, bon voyage. You take care now. Be safe and smart.
Enjoy the game you go to.
Thank you. You as well.
I know. I'll be on the sidelines. Yeah, bro.
Thank you very much, Thomas.
Oh, by the way, we're gonna beat your fucking team, Duke. You goddamn fucking devil.
You're a pussy. Kansas is filled with pussies, not Duke. Could you imagine? Duke's filled with pussies.
Dude, you know if KU wins this weekend, we get ranked top 25.
That's awesome.
We had 23 votes this past week to be ranked 25th.
Watch out, Natty.
Dude, look at this. Jalen Daniels is gonna win the Heisman.
I don't know who that is.
Our quarterback. JD6. JD6, baby. The best fun. They're calling
JD6.
They're calling KU
I love
football
watching Big 12.
the Baltimore Ravens of college football.
That's sick. That is sick.
Our quarterback had like 100-something yards rushing, dude.
Nice.
Dude, Emporia blows.
What's that?
There's a city down south of me near Wichita called Emporia. There's a college called Emporia State, and the school that I go to, the School of Journalism, is called the William Allen White School of Journalism. And William Allen White is considered basically like was a newspaper mogul of the Midwest, and he ran the Emporia Examiner, and he basically was like the biggest new bro. Emporia has a great disc golf scene. That I've never stopped in Emporia. I don't ever plan to, but that's good to know, Thomas. And basically, William Allen White was kind of like, Pulitzer and William Randolph Hearst of the Midwest at a smaller scale, very smaller scale. But he basically, I don't know if you know about media, and like everything in your life is controlled by the media. Have you ever watched Citizen Kane?
Dude, I actually have not, and I'm embarrassed by it. Actually, I have in high school. I watched it in high school, and I couldn't tell you a single thing about it.
All right, rewatch Citizen Kane. Citizen Kane is based on the true William Randolph Hearst, and it's basically, you have to understand, even to this day, but like media, William Randolph Hearst and Pulitzer controlled American society. The reason marijuana is illegal is because William Randolph Hearst made it illegal, not because he didn't like marijuana. It's because hemp paper in a science magazine was announced to be the future of paper, because hemp paper is better than better paper than paper we use. And that would have threatened all the paper mills that William Randolph Hearst owned. So he made hemp illegal. And by extension, by making hemp illegal, it made marijuana illegal.
That's brutal.
Yeah.
Jeez. You guess what movie I bought last night that I'm watching tonight? A hint is I watched Clueless last night. Have you ever seen Clueless?
I don't know. Yeah, I've never seen Clueless, but I know what it's about. What are you watching?
As if Fast Times.
Is that Ridgemont High?
Yeah, I bought it. Yeah. or rented it.
That's my favorite movie of all time.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it tonight.
Yeah, Brad.
You all 2 hours.
I could quote the whole movie sitting there, Brad. No shoes. What's the rules? No shirt, no shoes, no dice.
Yeah, okay.
It's the pizza guy. It's the pizza guy. Spicoli, what are you doing? Having some pizza. He's like, well, I've thought about this, Mr. Han. If it's your time and I'm here, doesn't that mean it's our time? And I don't see anything wrong with having some pizza on our time.
I can't wait to see a stoner Sean Penn. That's something I've never seen before.
He's a method actor, so supposedly he stayed stoned on set the whole time, and he would annoy his co-stars and would like stay in character. He would only respond to Spicoli for the entire shoot.
I love that
and
so much.
He supposedly didn't even have to audition. He called the director, and the director spoke to him on the phone and gave him the part just when she heard his voice. Catherine Bigelow.
Oh, that's sick. That'll be you someday.
Well, I need to fly out to LA because my boy wants to polish up one of my movies, and then we want to go pitch it to a production house. The TV show I sent him, he said was too raunchy, and I have to go to Georgia if I want to get that made. He says it's the PC people in Hollywood would like literally kick me out of the production meeting if I try to pitch my show, which like.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising because Hollywood's super gay. As I told you, Leonardo DiCaprio's gay, but
we're done. I hope you guys do have a great day. That's it for today. Be a friend, tell a friend, and we'll be back on Monday. Enjoy you guys' weekend. We will go KU football, Rock Chalk Jayhawk, and the Bears fucking suck. So,
bon voyage, Mr. Asseo.
Bon voyage. Bye, Pacific.